Your retirement security is under threat. Social Security, the program nearly 70 million Americans rely on, is hurtling toward a financial cliff, and the latest warnings are more urgent than ever before. If you're counting on those benefits, you need to hear this now. The Social Security Board of Trustees recently delivered some grim news. The program's combined trust funds are now expected to run dry by 2034. That's a full year sooner than last year's forecast, and it means that Social Security is 1 year closer to mandatory benefit cuts. The Old Age and Survivors Insurance Fund, which primarily provides retirement benefits, faces depletion even earlier, by 2033. If Congress fails to act, retirees could face an automatic 23% reduction in their Social Security payments. For the average recipient, that translates to losing over $4,000 annually, amounting to more than $100,000 over the course of a typical retirement. This is particularly alarming when you consider that the median American retirement account balance is currently around $87,000, falling well short of what would be needed to offset such a reduction. So, what's behind this accelerating timeline? It's a combination of demographic shifts and recent legislative changes. The fundamental issue is that Social Security operates as a pay-as-you-go system, meaning the payroll taxes paid by today's workers largely fund the benefits of today's retirees. However, declining birth rates mean fewer young people are entering the workforce, while Americans are living longer, healthier lives than ever before. This creates a significant imbalance. In 1950, there were roughly 15 workers contributing for every one person collecting benefits, but today, that ratio has plummeted to less than 3 workers per beneficiary. This demographic shift forces fewer contributors to support a growing number of beneficiaries for longer periods. Additionally, the Social Security Fairness Act, which took effect in January, expanded coverage and benefits to millions of public sector workers, including teachers, firefighters, and police officers, who were previously not fully covered. While this act provided well-deserved benefits to many, it contributed to moving the trust fund depletion date forward by about 6 months to a year. The program's actuarial deficit, the difference between its obligations and incoming funds, has also widened significantly to 3.82% of taxable payroll, up from 3.5% last year. Facing this challenge, lawmakers have a few paths they could take, though none are politically easy. Common proposals include increasing the percentage of income subject to Social Security taxes, raising the full retirement age even further beyond its current transition from 65 to 67, or adjusting or even eliminating the cap on income currently subject to Social Security taxes, which stands at $176,100 for 2025. Any income exceeding that threshold is currently exempt from Social Security taxes. Some advisors suggest a more radical approach, advocating for means testing Social Security, where benefits would be reserved primarily for those who demonstrate a financial need, treating it more like an insurance policy for destitution rather than an entitlement. While politicians acknowledge the urgency of the problem, reaching a consensus on these solutions has been elusive, often leading to delays. It's a complex issue, with some analysts pointing to other factors like tax expenditures and large corporate tax cuts as bigger drivers of national debt rather than Social Security itself, which is self-funded by payroll contributions. Despite proposals for immediate 27% benefit cuts or a 29.4% payroll tax increase needed to ensure solvency now, the American public has made it abundantly clear they don't want reforms that involve benefit cuts, tax increases, or higher retirement ages, making political action difficult. But you don't have to wait for Washington to act. The most impactful steps you can take are within your control, regardless of whether you're still in the workforce or already enjoying retirement. If you're still in the workforce, especially if retirement is still a few years away, this is your call to action. Focus on significantly increasing your retirement savings. For a 32-year-old planning to retire at 67, consistently saving just $500 a month could accumulate over $1 million by retirement age, assuming a modest 8% annual return. Even if you're closer to retirement, perhaps 15 years out, that same $500 a month could still build a nest egg of $160,000. Maximize your contributions to 401ks and IRAs, especially if you're over 50 and eligible for catch-up contributions. Take full advantage of any employer matches, as that's essentially free money. Consolidate your retirement accounts to simplify management and potentially reduce fees, and ensure your investments are diversified to manage risk. Younger workers have a distinct advantage. The power of compound interest means that every dollar saved early on works harder for longer, requiring less monthly effort to reach your goals. For instance, a 25-year-old might need to save just $35 a month to offset potential cuts, compared to a 55-year-old who might need to save $6,000 annually. Consider investing in a Roth 401k or Roth IRA, which offered tax-free withdrawals in retirement, meaning you'll need to withdraw fewer dollars to fund your lifestyle from a traditional account. If you're already retired, don't panic. You still have viable strategies to protect your financial well-being. Consider a part-time job or exploring the gig economy to supplement your income without committing to a demanding schedule. Review your expenses with a critical eye, identifying areas where you can trim spending. If you own your home outright, downsizing could free up significant capital. Relocating to an area with a lower cost of living might allow your existing income, including Social Security, to stretch further. Another option gaining traction is moving into a multi-generational household with adult children or grandchildren, which can offer substantial cost savings for everyone involved, along with the benefits of family support. Be cautious about claiming Social Security early out of fear. While it provides immediate funds, starting at age 62 permanently reduces your monthly payment by about 30% compared to your full retirement age. Delaying benefits until age 70, on the other hand, can lead to a significantly higher monthly payment, a strategy that many financial advisors still recommend if your health and financial situation allow. For example, if taking benefits at 62 nets you $2,561 a month, a 20% cut would leave you with $2,049. But if you wait until 70 for $4,336, even a 20% cut still leaves you with $3,465, a significantly higher amount. Remember to understand the tax implications of your benefits, as high earners may owe income tax on their Social Security. If you are still working while collecting early benefits, there are earnings limits that could temporarily reduce your payments. You might also consider taking a portion of your retirement savings to buy an annuity, which can generate a predictable monthly income to replace any potential Social Security shortfall. Ultimately, while the future of Social Security faces challenges, you possess the agency to bolster your own financial security. Don't succumb to fear-driven decisions that could lock in lower lifetime income. Empower yourself with knowledge and proactive planning. Start by creating an account on the Social Security Administration's website to review your earnings record and potential future benefits. Get hard copies of all important documents for your records, as your earnings history directly impacts your benefit amount. The sooner you understand your situation and take personal action, the better position you'll be to weather any future changes to the program. If you found this information valuable, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.